Hello and welcome to another Raggy's Beers, Wines and Spirits review. Today it's just a homebrew update video. So, a while back I did a cherry juice wine and red grape wine, juice wine, made it. So basically, 3 cartons of red grape juice from Sainsbury's, 3 cartons of cherry juice. I think I got it from Asda because at the time you couldn't bloody buy 6 cartons because obviously all the idiots that were going in fleecing the shelves, just buying everything they can and wasting food and chucking it away probably. But anyway, so I did that. I thought I was just going to do 6 cartons of cherry, and then I seen the red grape juice and I thought, let's try that. You know, it was an interesting trial, as all these juiced wines are. Because, you know, fuck me, my neighbours can see me talking to a camera. Get a bit closer. I need to shut that window. Didn't realise they could. Yeah, it looks weird talking to a camera, doesn't it? You know what I mean? But anyway, yeah. So, 3 cartons of cherry juice, 3 cartons of red grape juice, 6 bags of sugar, 1 kilo bags obviously, and then yeast. Put it together. It brewed okay. Personally though, I've got to get a new lid for my fermenting bucket, or go out and get a new bucket. Don't really want to get a new bucket just for the flipping lid. But I've had it over 10 years, so it's lasted well. I'll probably use it as a pot in the garden if anything. So from there, it brewed. I put it into the barrel, and when I first tasted it, it was rather sweet, a bit sparkly, shall we say, but it made a nice tasting wine. And it's as in Harry Potter, it exceeded expectations. So it made like a sparkly rosé, if we're going to be, or sparkly red even. You know, it's on that boundary just between the red and rosés. So I'm going to sample a bit now, see how it goes, and let you know. So now instead of bottling it, I've barreled it. Why did I barrel it? 'Cause it's bloody easy. So as you can see, it's not clear. Although does it need to be clear? So it's more like a rosé than it is a red, a true red, but slightly darker rosé on the nose. You definitely smell the juice on the nose, and which you should do really, because it is a juice wine. There's no funky aromas or anything. We'll get to that on another review. And sadly, I do not know the strength this has turned out at. It has got some potency to it. I would presume it's at the lighter end. It's about 6%, 7%, instead of being about 20%, which it could have gone up to if it had fermented all the sugars. And obviously all the sugars that are in the naturally in the cherry juice and the other juice as well. Still looking at my neighbours, I'm looking over. Probably think I'm a weirdo as it is. Yeah. And I'm not explaining, I don't talk to them anyway, so I'm not explaining to them that I do YouTube beer reviews and stuff. But I don't want people thinking I'm a weirdo, you know, there's limits. Get enough piss taken out my mates. So again, that red grape and the cherry in the flavours come through really well, and I'm so happy that it worked out well. I've done cherry juice wine on its own before and that worked out brilliant. It was amazing. You'd have to go back to the very first reviews on the channel to see that. And this fella, again, it's really nice. More like a if you're going to equivalent it to anything, it's definitely more like Echo Falls, and them fruity Echo Falls wines that you see a lot of in Asda, Tesco's, Home Bargains, B&M. You see a lot in there, and you know, the 5.5 percenters. And personally, I think it's around that sort of alcohol strength. I will get off my backside and buy a bloody hydrometer at some stage, so I can test it before, test it after, and give an accurate description of the alcohol content. Once these two fellas here have totally finished, he's bubbling away like a twat he is. Once they've finished bubbling away and doing what they do, and I convert it to, you know, put the stabilisers in, the finings in, and I mean, I do have to do an update on them actually. I do a bit of a taste test just to see, especially the rosé, because the rosé's been brewing quite a bit longer now. And you open the lid and bloody hell, the alcohol content, it's like, what, you're like, Jesus, that's strong. And obviously the apple's still bubbling away. But once the taste of sugar's disappeared, then you know you're there. But obviously, if it's still bubbling, then you've got to wait until it starts bubbling. As for this, this to me makes a very, very good aperitif, i.e. A nice rosé wine, and it is rosé, that you can drink quite a bit of and not get too steaming on it. Very, very good for party days and that. Might even try the wife on it, see if she actually will drink a glass. Because she's as fussy as they come. She likes it a bit more sweeter. Well, this is definitely down Sweetness Avenue, and it's also a little bit sparkly as well, like a frizzante sparkly. As experiments go though, and it's all about experiments, you know. A lot of what I do is experiments, and at the end of it, it tastes great, it smells good, and it gets you a little bit tipsy. What's not to love about that? Oh, it's only 12 o'clock, I need to calm it down, go and do some gardening. Like I said, beautiful. Got some more homebrew updates to do from each of these, and then even the port and the ginger wine. See how they've gone, because they've brewed for quite a bit longer now. I've been matured for a while, and for those who follow my homebrew reviews, because not everybody's interested in lager, not everybody's interested in beer. Very few people seem to be interested in cider reviews, which is quite interesting. But the homebrew updates, I like to just let you see how it's gone on. So it's been about 2 weeks since I've even touched that cherry wine. I don't think I've had any snifters out of it. I think I've been very good. Then I've got enough to drink, I don't need to. Yeah, so if you brew it and then stick it in a barrel, wow. And then it kind of, because I've not put stabilisers in, I've not put finings in, it kind of carries on. And I've found this with the blueberry wine and the pomegranate juice wine, where it kind of keeps on brewing, because there's a little hint of yeast still in there. You know, you never get rid of all the yeast, and I don't really want to, because I don't mind it carrying on brewing. It's like it seals itself, as long as it don't blow me bloody barrels apart. And it kind of seals itself with the carbon dioxide. It kind of keeps pumping out, and it goes out the seams, stops stuff getting in, which is the main thing. And the main thing is, it's made a fantastic juice wine, and for the price, you know, less than a tenner, 30 pence a bottle. Wow, there's nothing you can say about that. It's just so damn bloody cheap that it's a no-brainer to have a go. Out of 5, I'll give it about you could give it a good score. I think about a 4.5 out of 5 in homebrew terms. It's turned out fantastic. I cannot fault it in any way, shape or form. Yeah, well happy. Anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Stay safe as always, and see you soon. Cheers.